Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Danny and I'm a travel nurse from Philly, currently living in LA, and this is Adventures of Danny. What's the tea, sis? Was that dramatic? It was probably was. Basically, today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about one of my side hustles, which is doing PACU registry. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I recently signed up with this company. If you would like to know the name of the company, just, comment below. I set you up. But anyway, they were looking for PACU nurses for different outpatient, obviously, outpatient surgery centers. It's a lot. But basically, you know what a PACU nurse is, or if you don't know, it's post-anesthesia care unit. So that's basically the recovery room after the operating room and RN. So you monitor the patient's vital signs, make sure that they are able to go home safely. And the big important thing is that you make sure that they have someone at home to care for them. That's very important. Working inside the hospital, I ain't care about that. If you were going to surgery, me being an ER nurse, if you were going to surgery, I send you off to surgery and I probably don't see you again unless you come back with post-op complications. When I was a med-surg nurse and I got a PACU patient, they were never discharged that same day. And probably because I work nights, they were always discharged the next morning or afternoon, and they went home with their family. So when you have patients that have simple procedures like a colonoscopy, they have to have someone at home to care for them, just in case they are vomiting or have some type of complications. So that's one of the things I had to realize as a PACU nurse. So I worked, I think, 4 or 5 shifts as a PACU nurse, and before I even started picking up shifts, I really wanted to tell the company that I was working for that I'm not a PACU nurse and that I am an ER nurse and I know how to be an ER nurse. If you teach me how to be a PACU nurse, I can learn, but I want you to know that going into my first assignment or my first job, I do not know what I'm doing, basically, as a PACU nurse. So my first shift was it was a little hectic. It was a busy outpatient surgery center in Beverly Hills, and it was well staffed. Right away, the charge nurse paired me up with someone, and I literally watched her document for maybe 30 minutes, and then she discharged the patient, and then next thing you know, it's my turn. Needless to say, it wasn't that bad because I kept coming back. But only I went to different surgery centers in different cities, and I'm just learning about the way different people operate and different companies work, different discharge procedures, working with different physicians. Overall, I really like it as a side gig. The main reason why I like it as a side gig is that it's very autonomous. So with the company that I use, you get an email or notification saying that a shift is available at this time in this city for this amount of pay. And you book it or you leave it alone. Now what I do realize is that these shifts go by very fast. So unless you're glued to your phone for like 5 minutes, that 5 minutes to look it up, see if you want to do it, look at the pay rate, book it, you're going to miss out. And most of the shifts are 8 hours or less. I think that for me, I was getting burnt out because I was picking up a lot of registry shifts in the ED and an equally busy ER for 12 hours. And I'm like, well, damn, I'm working at my busy travel assignment for 12 hours a day. Now I'm picking up extra shifts, 12 hours a day in another busy ER. I don't want to work in an ER no more. So that's another reason why I decided to try out PACU to see if I could retire from the ER and go to PACU in a couple of years, because I don't want to be burnt out. And whew, I was really starting to feel it. But back to PACU, like I was saying, 8-hour shifts, 6-hour shifts, 4-hour shifts. They have a pay anywhere between 200 and 6 or 8 or 700. They also have assignments for you. Not necessarily travel assignments, but just really like, we need this nurse for the rest of the week or for the rest of the month. And it's like 1 day a week and it's 8 hours. Obviously, I didn't do that one because I was still employed with my travel assignment. And my travel assignment did me dirty in the sense of I'm working every Friday for the month of October and November. And that particular assignment was on a Friday. So every Friday, 9 to 5. But in general, I don't want to say PACU is easy because I don't want to disrespect any PACU nurse, but it's kind of easy. And the pay is okay. I mean, I was talking to one of my coworkers and she said, I don't roll out of bed for less than $50 an hour. And I'm like, well, damn, I'm about to have that same mindset. And with this, you can really pick and choose your battles. Do you really want to work 6 or 8 hours doing vital signs for, for $50? I'm like, that's not bad for me. I can do that. It's 8 hours. I have the rest of my day to do whatever, versus working registry as a 12-hour shift and being promised that, not promised, but being told that the shift is 7 something, but then when the time taxes come, it's like 5. And I'm just like, So anyway, yes, PACU, my PACU experiences so far has been really, really well. I told you about my first job was pretty busy, but it made the day go by fast. The second one, I went to Long Beach and they had 2 patients scheduled, 2 RN nurses, and 2 surgical techs. So it was just like, and then the surgeon had to push the procedure back a couple of hours, and then the one out of the 2 patients decided to leave. Y'all don't really need me, but I'm gonna stay for this extra hour or whatever and get my points, doing absolutely nothing but watching the news. Today, I worked at a facility. The day went pretty good. I mean, we went over a little bit, but overall it was still a good day. But what I realized is that that particular surgery center did not staff nurses. They only went to this registry company. And the registry company has OR nurses in particular, PACU nurses, and pre-op nurses. OR, clearly you need to have experience. You can be staffed as or hired as a circulating nurse or a scrub nurse. I don't know how to scrub in and out. I don't know any instruments. I don't know any of that. Circulating nurse, I can maybe do that if you do 2 cases with me. The medication administration is a little bit different than what I'm used to, which is probably why the paperwork is all papers, and you need to really be fast and diligent about all the signatures and everything that you need to document. So for now, I'm gonna just stick with PACU. I would say pre-op, but they're a little bougie in the hospital or in the surgery centers, and they want you to do 22 gauges in a hand. Nah. Where I come from, we do 20 and above. That's just me. So, but yes, that was very, very interesting. And I was speaking with the surgery tech, and I was like, hey, so I work with the CRNA, who does not usually work here, the OR nurse, who doesn't work here, and then the pre-op nurse was part of my agency, and then you have me. And it just so happened that all 4 of us nurses were from the East Coast, so we bonded over that. But I was like, who actually works here besides you and the administrators? We don't really staff nurses. We just use your company. I'm like, oh, okay. So literally every day is a different nurse and you have to train them. I mean, if that works for you, do you? But y'all probably need to hire some people because I feel like we weren't as fast as what we could have been, which is probably why we went over. Let me take a second to sip my tea. But yes, PACU, for one of my side hustles, I can get used to. I already booked 3 more shifts for next week. Yeah. And then I actually like wearing the little hairnets. Yeah. But anyway, so that's What's the Tea with Danny. That's me discussing one of my side hustles as a PACU nurse. I really like it. I might even retire from the ED to go towards it, that field. I really, really like outpatient. I really, really like not working more than 12 hours. Yeah, I really like it, should I say. So if you have any questions about the company that I use or about PACU in general, I probably can't really answer too much of that, but you can always DM me on Instagram. I also have my email on my page that you can email me. You can drop comments below. Again, I will answer them to the best of my ability because I am not a true PACU nurse. But after I feel like, 3 or 4 shifts, I'm like, maybe I can really call myself PACU Danny. I also started a website and blog, so go check that out, www.adventuresofdanny.com. Maybe you can read some of the blogs and also get a feel for the travel nursing world, things that I've been through, and hopefully things that you can prevent from happening to you.